are coming to you from the Egyptian Church of Christ Incorporated. This program is for one group of people and one group only, the children of God. We know
Yeah, I see what is the energy keep just a lot of static and stuff going through my wires. Enough for the intro. Enough for the intro. It ain't working. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and stick to what's on my briefings. Do I have commas? Oh no, that's not commas. Briefing. The reason why I have 111, no, it's not 1111 and all that 1 and 11 and no, that's not why. On the Federal Register today, there are 111 documents that was issued out today by departments of the government. 111 today. They were published today. 111 of them were published today. Today is the 10th, right? Oh boy. Before I go to this 111 or this 111 or 111 or 111, or I'm going to go ahead and see why today is so significant. Now, I was going to do screen sharing, but I don't want to jumble up in too many different subjects into one place. Okay, all right. So 4:10, chapter 4. Look, I went to put chapter 4, verse 10 earlier, honey. It will not. It was like blocked. You cannot enter, and all that. And then I said, well, what's in the government about Article 4 or Chapter 4? And there was a lot of stuff, for those who know the laws and everything. But what stood out to me was somewhere in Article 4, or Chapter 4, not the 4 about the flag, not that whole spill in Article 4 or whatever, not that one. The one um, that has to do with the land and how in this national emergency, anywhere that the government decides they want to step right now and say, oh, we need this part of the land to build another fort, or we need to build a fort here. Uh, Everybody in Coconut Grove, look, we finna build a fort right here, and um, all of this property is ours until further notice. There's something about in a chapter 4 or article 4 somewhere. You would have to go dig it up and search it for yourself, because y'all know I'm not making it up. But that's not my intent when I went to chapter. It just happened to come across the screen. It had just happened to come across the screen because I did go over that before when I was talking about the red flag laws and the national emergency. If you go back a few months ago, I mentioned and went over whatever that article is or act or whatever that the government, in times of national emergency, nobody owns their property. Your title don't mean nothing. Your name, your family on it and all. It don't matter if it go all the way back to 17 something, 7. It don't matter. Okay. So now, John 4:10 said something about, I went over this one. Jesus answered her and said, if you knew the gift of God and who was asking you for the drink. Y'all remember when I did that one? And I told you if I was the one standing at the well, how I probably would have been looking at him like, who you think you talking to? My daddy owned this. Yeah, that's 4 chapter. That sound like government moving in and telling you it don't matter what well, if your daddy owns this well. Father Abraham could own the well, but if you knew who I was, you wouldn't be thirsty no more. Now, today I saw something else about Biden signing off something today. They saying he signed it off today. He been signed it off, but they brought it up today talking about making sure everybody have clean water. Ooh, dog, 410 is getting deep already. He said if you knew the gift of God, if you knew the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, you would have asked him. And I'm not going to click that link. You can go read it for yourself. That's John 4:10, directly connected to today, April 10th. Okay? Whatever April is. We're getting closer to the opening of the gates of hell on the 13th. Matthew chapter 4, verse 10. Uh, he told Satan, this is when he told Satan to away from me. The way they got it written here looked like Satan had always been with him. And then he finally said, now you can get away from me. I don't know. I'm not going to click it. Dang, I clicked it by mistake. That's Bible Gateway. I was trying to scroll up and it clicked right on it. Sensitive. Goodness. For it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. So listen to what Jesus told Satan. He said to him, this is according to Bible Gateway. He said, away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God. He telling Satan, you worship the Lord your God and serve him only. Huh? So Satan obviously was trying to worship Jesus. According to the way they got it written right here. And April 4th, Day 10, Jesus said, away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God. And so that's like I come up to you and I say, girl, gone. You worship your Lord your God only now, okay? Satan was, so people who try to worship Jesus is obviously satanic. Because he said it directly to Satan. Satan looked like Satan was trying to worship him. Just, just on what I'm reading right here. I'm not going to click and go any further. You can click that and read it for yourself and see how it has to do with these days and times. Okay, now John 4, we went through that. Matthew 4, we went through that. Bhagavad Gita, the Holy Bhagavad Gita. Oh, what is this Bible? I never seen this before. It's a Holy Bhagavad Gita. I don't know. I swear I never seen this Bible name before. Well, I'm not going to click that link. I'm not familiar with that right there. But it does say, as I scroll, Google put it out here. It says, being free from attachment, fear, and anger, becoming fully absorbed in me, and taking refuge. Ooh, what kind of Bible is this? It said fully absorbed. Ooh. Ooh. Jacob said, all the prophets worship the Father in the name of Christ. Jacob said that. Wait a minute. Jacob Sullivan. Oh, yep. See there? That come from the Bible from the Latter-day Saints. They, yeah, yeah. Little of my words because of the difficulty of engraving your words upon plates. What? Let me read to the 10th on this. Listen here. Chapter 4, all the prophets worshiped the Father in the name of Christ. Abraham's offerings of Isaac was in similitude of God and his only begotten. Men should reconcile themselves to God through the atonement. The Jews will reject the foundation sown. And then it says about 544 through 421 BC. And that's the 411. Oh, April. Now behold, it came to pass that Jacob, having ministered much unto my people in word, and I cannot write it but a little of my words because of the difficulty of engraving our words upon plates. And we know that the things which we write upon plates must remain. There's plates of food, Play-Doh, I don't know, plates. Be The earth has plates, shifting plates. That's what they say. But whosoever things we write upon anything, save it be upon plates, must perish and vanish away. So the plates will vanish too. But we can write a few words upon plates, which will give our children and also our beloved brethren a small degree of knowledge concerning us or concerning their fathers. Now, in this thing we do rejoice and we labor. Okay, I'm stopping. Labor, engraving in plates because I saw something today. I've been talking about national labs and, labor. And lab and labor is like the same. But I didn't know how much the same it meant until I was going over something today where they was protesting in the 1700s or something, saying one day, no, this is like the 1800s. One day, like it said, tomorrow, labor will rule. like they anxious for labor to rule. Once labor rules, then the slaves who fought to be free or something, they couldn't be, um, they'll be back right where we need them. Not me, that's what it said in the book. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, so now I get it. Why labor, the birthing labor. Oh Lord, see, I'm doing it. I don't need to be talking about this stuff right here. I need to go ahead and stick to the Federal Register. There's 111 documents. uh, the formats will be CVS, pharmaceutical. Oh, I mean CSV, Excel, Excalibur, and Jason, like Friday the 13th. That's the other formats that you will find what I'm reading. If you go to the documents in Federal Register, you can click the 111 documents that was dropped today from all these different departments. Now I'm going to scan through and go through some of them, okay? Let's see, said the blind man. Here we go. The first one is approval of noise compatibility program. Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood International, Florida. Fort Lauderdale. So Fort Lauderdale, they dropped something today from the Federal Aviation Administration, but it has something to do with October 3rd, 2019, noise exposure maps for Broward County. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click this link. Let's click this link. The Federal Aviation Administration announces the finding of noise compatibility updates submitted by Broward County and Fort Lauderdale. See supplementary information. Effective at International Airport, March 30th, 2023. But they just dropped it today, y'all, okay? They just dropped it today. Okay, what else? Non-compatible uses. Traffic control systems. Oh, they about to switch up that thing that I saw in National Labs. Department of Energy have something about the aviation program and how they're gonna do the grids. And that's why all of the planes was coming into close encounters often. It ain't so much about the noise, it's the equipment that they're going to use to detect the noise is AI compatible. It's an AI measurement system. Okay, here. So they showing the times that they're going to do this. Maintain the existing noise, office web page approved. Program management measurement 2 to evaluate the noise monitoring flight tracking system approved. Maintain noise complaint management system approved. That's measurement 3. On measure 4, they're going to conduct community outreach activities approved. So at 4 p.m., it says PM4. My bad. It doesn't say 4 p.m. It says PM4. On the 4, that's when they conducting community outreach activities is approved. So there's that 4 coming up. Today is the 4:10. Then they have an evaluation of the composition of ANAC. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to go look it up right now. Then they're going to install runway reminder signs, evaluate voluntary flight quiet program, update noise exposure maps, And then at 9 p.m., well, it says PM-9, PM-9, they're approved to do an update on noise compatibility. And then they have the study website, and it's at FLLpart150.com. And Bartholomew is the managing this. This document was issued on the 4th of April. There's the 4th again. And it was just dropped today on the 10th for public to be aware of what's going on. So everyone in Broward County, there's some type of noise cancellation, community involvement that's going to happen. I don't know how far the community it extends to, and then it's going to do a quiet zone or quiet noise compatibility. I don't know what that means, but hey, it's on your federal register. Okay, railroads joint request to amend their positive train control safety plans and positive train control systems. Okay, a couple of videos back, I said something about the train system. I don't know. I'm not going to click it. I don't live far from where I can hear the trains, but uh, that's on this 111 documents that was dropped today by all departments, most of the departments today. Okay, now let me, the third one. Limitations on claims against proposed public transportation projects. So Inglewood and Inner Katy Bus Rapid Transit Project. What all that what are they talking about? The Rapid Transit Project. West Valley, Houston, Harris County, Texas. Oh, this isn't just California. So between this is in effect for the Federal Transit Administration dropped it today, and it's directly involving California and Harris County, Texas. Okay, let's see. Agency information collection activity, notice of request for public comment on OMB and information collection, confidential close call transit data for the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, WMATA. Okay. Notice of OFAC sanctions. Ooh, should I click this? Block persons list. They got a block persons list for the Department of Treasury. All properties and is subject to U.S. Let me click this. Foreign Assets Control Office. Office of Foreign Assets. Supplementary information. Global targeting. Electronic availability. Designated nationals and block persons list. Genesis Market. Oh my goodness. They have something called a Genesis Marketplace. Genesis Store. Okay, so this is a store for real? I don't know. Blocking the executive order, blocking the party of certain persons engaging in significant malicious cyber-enabled activities. April 5th, Andrea Gacki, but they just dropped it today. I'm not going to click that. So there is obviously a site that is scary to the United States that they got them blocked. I did a block today. Genesis Pro. It's Genesis Actually, it doesn't look like Genesis. It says G3N3 cis.org, and this entity is blocked and it's under a sanction. So they must have been doing good service and made a lot of money. This Genesis market that we've been involved with. I mean, United States, not we. And mm, mm, let me leave that alone. I'm not going to click that link. Equator, greater, greater light. Uh, I'm going over the 111 documents that was dropped today at the Federal Register's office, Federal Register Department, Governmental Affairs. Then they got another sanction here that they dropped. So Genesis wasn't enough. Genesis was not enough. They blocked. Who did they block? April 4th. Property interest blocked under relevant sanctions list. Lebanon. Somebody with a passport is blocked. 1963. And somebody named Rame, but they called him Teddy. Teddy Zena. He's blocked. Ooh, I want to be nosy and look up these people. Who is that? Then they got Raymond. Raymond. I used to love that show. What was the name of the show? Not Everybody Loves Raymond. Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah. Xena. Xena is in it. She's blocked. Oh, it's just he. His name is Raymond, also known as Xena. Okay. Haven't taken poses significant. Who else they blocked? They blocked entities, something called ZR Energy from the towers of Dubai. Oh, so every time they start blocking these countries and sanction them, that's when they really like lose their mind. So these are all the people that they blocked today. They put it in effect today. It was dated April 4th, but they made it public today. So whoever in Lebanon is a real estate agent, ZR Group, Sal Holdings got blocked today. Well, they got blocked on the 4th. Some about the property that Xena, the guy from up there, he's a group holder in the Sal Holdings. Okay, organization established July 23rd, United Arab Emirates. Ooh. Legal entity number is long. It looked like LBGQGQIXV07. Issued to Lebanon. Jumeirah Lake Towers. Oh, are those towers connected to Trump? Is that what they trying to do? There's some towers in Dubai. Okay, all right. Foreign assets. Okay. Well, whoever he was born December 10th, according to his documents. He was born, they like, get out of here. You're blocked. What else? Who else? The Sunshine Acts meeting, they issued something today. Now, if you've been listening to me, I've been saying which doctors are not protected by the Sunshine Act. Did you know that's what the Sunshine Act is about? If you have watched any of my videos in the past, you would have heard me mention the Sunshine Act through the CHIP Act. They updated the Sunshine Act, and the Sunshine Act protects physicians. It protects their pockets as well as civil protections through the CHIP Act. So this is what the Sunshine Act is about. I thought it had something to do with Florida when I first read it. But I'm not going to click on that. If you're interested, you could go to the Federal Register and see what that's talking about. And I'm sure that has something to do with what they posted in the briefings today or this week about Medicaid versus or Medicare, no, FDA versus the Hippocratic Medical um, Acts or something. Okay, solicitation of nomination for appointment to the Geriatrics and Gerontology Advisory Committee, and that's for the VA. I want to click this. See, I would be here till early in the morning if I clicked all 111. Now here's a ooh Medicare program for inpatient psychiatric facility prospective payment system rate update. I would love to click that one. Because way back in the 90s, honey, to share a room or cell or in a facility every day, one person, damn near $3,000 a day. Medicare gets paid. That's why mental health became those little sidebar treatment programs and stuff. You could be in a room with 3 people. Each person in that room, Medicaid and Medicare, them, the government will pay that program damn near $5,000 a day. And that's just for the rickety ones. I don't know nothing about them rich psychiatric wards, whatever, like where Kanye went and stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying, those not covered by Medicare and Medicaid, I don't think. But I'm not gonna click that one. Medicare prospective payment, they dropped another one. Medicare billing for skilled nursing facilities, value-based purchasing program, fiscal year 2024, establishment of the Space Bureau and the Office of International Affairs and reorganization of Consumer and Governmental Affairs Bureau and the Office of Managing Director. They switching up the system. Managing Director. I'm talking about for the space. Are they adding SpaceX? Wait a minute, let me see. Perm. Somebody got a perm. Yeah, somebody got a perm. Order, reorganization, management. NARA, National Archives Records. Federal Register. Okay, look like they trying to update the historical information too. Like they put it somewhere just in case. That's what it looked like. I don't know. Because I'm just scanning through real quick. Chairperson or discuss the order technology, NARA, RICS, Bureau filing. That ain't so important right now. So I'm going to get out of there. Y'all know I like space. Like I said to the liar, one of the astronauts that said space smells like steak. And I said, you's a lie. You ain't never smelt it. You don't know what space smells like. You only smell what it how it is when it's in contact with you, and all it the meat you smelling is your own scent, and your hair nostrils burning your nose because you just got a a second of the whiff of the air. Y'all close that hatch real quick. But if you was to really smell space, your insides, your whole insides would melt. Just dissolve. It's just, okay, let me go to page 2. Dang, I'm only on page 2 of 111 documents. Oh my goodness. Let me scan through. California, they got some declaration. Oh, mosquito fire that happened in 2022. Y'all finally getting the administration declaration of disaster. They're doing something about it. Something, I don't know. List of countries requiring cooperation with international boycott. Okay, so there's an international boycott going on, and the Treasury Department is issued a list of countries requiring cooperation with an international boycott. These are countries requiring cooperation, and this is issued by the Treasury Department. Ooh, this is gonna be juicy. Let's see. Iraq, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and Yemen. Lindsay Kissinger, is the acting international tax counselor. On the basis of the best information currently available to the Department of Treasury. Oh, I'm not going to go dig any deeper than that. It's only one page. It's very short and brief. But what it says before I click the link is a list of countries requiring cooperation with an international boycott. Now, I saw this in the briefing. This is an executive office from the president, continuation of national emergency with respect to Somalia. Continuation of the national emergency respect to specified harmful foreign activities of the government of Russian Federation. Ooh, kiwi fruit grown in California increased assessment rate. Kiwi is my second favorite fruit. As a matter of fact, when I was pregnant with my daughter that's almost 30 right now, um, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. And if I couldn't get kiwis, then I needed strawberries right before they get ripe. But it didn't do what I needed from the kiwi. Oh boy. Well, they didn't doing something with kiwi in California. Um, but let me click on this harmful activities. No, because that's Biden dropping stuff in his dementia state, in his state of dementia. So, no need for me to even go over that. I never did do my mic check. I don't think I did. Let me see. Or look at my comment section. Yep, I'm still coming in good. All right. Ceiling fans lights. Test procedure for ceiling fans. Doe Adair, Department of Energy. You got something going on with ceiling fan lights. Energy conservation. Small business loans. Hub zone appeal. The hub zone. What's the hub zone? Ooh, love zone just came to mind. You don't have to be alone. Who sang that? Together we can live and Billy Ocean in the love zone. Is that Billy Ocean? I think so. Amendment of Class E airspace, Sulphur Springs, Texas. High frequency omnidirectional range. Airspace review conducted as part of the decommissioning of the Sulphur Springs Very High Frequency Omnidirectional Range as part of the VOR Minimum Operating Network, the MOON program. Sulphur Springs, Texas, High Frequency Omnidirectional Range. They put a lot in here today about the airspace. Okay, so they did an amendment on the airspace for Altoona, Pennsylvania. They did a one for Sulphur Springs, Texas, Bloomington, Illinois, Bloomington or Normal, Illinois, and it's called the MON program or MOON. Watertown, South Dakota, Antlers, Oklahoma, Rantoul, Illinois, St. James, Michigan, and then Indian Head, Pennsylvania. Now, on Indian Head, Pennsylvania, it says revocation of jet route, Federal Airway, establishment of area navigation in the vicinity of Indian Head. High altitude area, eastern United States. Amendment of high altitude area navigation. This action amends high altitude area navigation route Q 101 in the eastern United States. This action supports the Northeast Corridor Atlantic Route Project to improve the efficiency of national airspace system to reduce dependency on ground-based navigational systems. Okay. Specific listing for Utalone. Utalone is a drug. Utalone, a currently controlled scheduled substance. Butan 1. BKEBDB, also known as Utalone. Controlled substances, establishing a specific list. I'm going to click that for a second. Let me see. Let's click that. Unique drug code. Positional isomer of pentalone and scheduled 1 hallucinogen. Pardon me. Dang, it's past my bedtime already. DEA simple amendment. For further information, contact Dr. Terrence L. Booz, Drug and Chemical Evaluation Diversion Control Division. Salts, any of its salts and remember what I was saying about the salt? The act that they were doing about the salt yesterday, and they got it like it has to do with food, but National Nutritional Food Assistant. What are they for to put in the foods? Oh my goodness. What are they finna do? The Food and Drug Administration on behalf of the Secretary of Health. Schedule controls substance. Therefore, all regulations and criminal sanctions, DEA, drug code. I need to look more into this on this stuff that they doing with these technical amendment controlled substance. The public is not particularly interested. National Food SN versus Kennedy. Utility solid waste activities. What does this have to do with the drug? This executive order is connected to an executive order for civil justice reform, an executive order with federalism, an executive order consultation and coordination with Indian tribal governments, regulatory flexibility, list of subjects, substance control, footnotes. Oh, improving the regulation. Clear legal standard affected in conduct. Promote simplification. This one I'm reading is on page. My bad. Oh boy, I need to get off of here because that's so rude. This on page 2 of the 111 documents that was dropped today by various departments in the United States government. Okay, they did something with the safety zone, exemption, tolerance required. Ooh. Pesticides. You see this pesticides tolerance? Federal Food and Drug Cosmetic Act. Well, this it says here ethylfluoralin is a pesticide. Whatever it is, on the 25th of May or the 25th of this month, China is supposed to be hosting something about the pesticides. It may come up again. I might see it. Airworthiness, Servitec Group Limited, life jackets found at packs wrong, containers require inspection. Airworthiness, the Boeing Company, airplanes, water leaks, reports of undetected water leaks. Ooh, let me read this to y'all. I told y'all there's a reason why they was giving away tickets for free. Remember, they was like, they want everybody flying and you and your family could sit together for free or something. Jean, just a few weeks ago, remember? It says something here about they detected water leaks and all. And what is a country tuck? Tuck it in background. The leak path to the laboratory module, 8 ounces per hour. Which plane? Which one? Is all of them or just one? Inspecting the fleet, multiple airplanes had water leaks. Y'all, okay. They sure got a lot going on with the Air Force. I mean, the airplanes. They saying how much it's going to cost per hour for somebody to fix that. It says $85 per hour. Oh, replacement. 85 per inspection. Oh, just the inspection is $85 an hour. Cost of the U.S. operators for somebody to come and inspect it is going to be $11,900. I want to go inspect. Oh, Boeing models. They gave the models the 787-8, 787-9, and 787-10. Water waste. It says something under American Air Transport Association, and it says water waste code. Okay, whatever. Auto flight, engine failure, climbing. They talking about something that did an engine failing on July 13th. Winnie the Pooh. Airspace. Everybody in airspace, majority of all of these 111 documents so far is coming from airspace. Fort Gordon. What is Fort Gordon doing? Installation lateral boundaries encompasses majority of training complex vertical divisions. Amendment of restricted areas. Okay, so they extending their fort. Let's see, amendment of restricted areas. They putting up the forts, y'all. Hand delivery by courier. Comments invited. Personnel. Availability and rulemaking addresses. Background. Fort Gordon aligned weapon delivery system. Fort Gordon. Give me a second. Aircraft activities. 5-mile visibility. Aircraft activities must not be conducted on weekends. National holidays from Sunday prior to Masters Golf. So look, we in war and Fort has to take over its territory, but you can't do nothing during the Masters Golf tournament. Sit down somewhere. Okay, it's saying by the time they decide the restricted areas they need to take over and claim them restricted, the extension of the fort, they could give y'all 24 hours advance. 24 hours. And you have the right to come and comment about it. You have until the 25th. So if you live anywhere near Fort Gordon, you need to go ahead and find out if your area is in the area that they need to do their extension. If your house was built on a restricted area, they got the list, but they just got it in longitude and latitude. Do you want to sit and type in your 33s? 33 degrees. 33 degrees. Go. Let me show you the screen real quick. I am gonna share the screen real quick. Look. 33 degrees all the way up and down the board. Look at that. Fort Gordon. Look at that. At the point of the beginning. Look. Controlling Air Agency, Atlanta. Look at that. 33 degrees, 33, 82, 33. Look at that, 33, 33. Okay, unshare the screen and get back to business. Now, what's next on the list? 111. Oh, there go the salt thing again. Use of salt substances to reduce the sodium content in standardized foods. Now, remember when I did the research, this is more than just about sodium that goes in foods. All right. That's a video a couple of days back. I can't tell you which one right now. I'm going to start trying to make sure I keep a list of the videos. So when I'm talking, I could be like, the video on such and such and such. Notice of request for extension and approval of information collection. John disease in domestic animals. The Jones disease. Ooh. Then they got something here. That looks familiar to me. U.S. Department of Commerce determines the Havoc GmbH did not make sales in the United States during, so something to do with strontium chromate from Austria. They didn't do business properly. Something didn't sell right. Monosodium glutamate from the Republic of Indonesia. They got an anti-dumping duty. Certain steel racks from parts thereof of people of the republics of China. Certain steel racks, forged steel from China. Ooh, non-construction programs. Ammonia Combustion Technology Group meeting. The National Energy Technology Laboratories, National Labs, is hosting a meeting about combustible ammonia. Uh, that's the atom, ain't it? Oh, I don't know. Combustion systems and power generation. Let me see. I guarantee you they got that one that's been shut down on that list. It says National Labs, the Office of Fossil Energy and Carbon Management, and open to the public, signing authority. Public meetings are expected. Washington, D.C., April 4th. Oh boy. Practical flows and geometries. Notice of availability, hydroelectric. Combined notice of filings for federal energy regulation. Renewable World Energies. Grenfell LLC notice of transfer exemption. Toxicological review of perfluoridecanoic. Related salts. Boy, they doing something with the salts. Sunshine Act. They dropped 2 more about the Sunshine Act. Behavioral food research, social and behavioral food research. Generic clearance for quantitative data support for social behavior research for food, dietary supplements, cosmetics, and food feeds. Something from 1995. Telecommunications priority. man. Could just take it and continue with this tomorrow. I may not. I may go back over what I was doing yesterday. As a matter of fact, yeah, let me get up, do a couple of push-ups, get my metabolism moving and generating, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you something to listen to. I'll be right back. Sit back and relax. And after this, we'll be right back. Back in 1993, they did a release of information about artificial intelligence laws and stuff and protection for artificial intelligence in 1993. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I just found that out. Like the information is just piling up and stacking up. AI is releasing more and more information by the millisecond. As no one that anyone that knows me, I mean personally knows me, like has lived with me, have you ever questioned, not once, why I like to mop the house before I go to bed and then when I wake up in the morning? No one ever like said to themselves, that's weird, before I go to sleep. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'm mopping again as if everything in the house was quiet. What's the Christmas thing? 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was moving, not even a mouse. But in my mind, when I'm asleep, anything is moving around.
A farmer? Or maybe a merchant that makes a lot of money?
I want to be a great warrior.
And that's what you will be. A great warrior. With a beautiful voice.
And I want to ride on a big horse. And I will fight enemies and protect you and Gufira.
That's very honorable, beloved. But remember, a sword and a horse cannot make you a great man.
They can't?
No. Being a great man means living without chains.
Chains?
No. The ones you can't see. The ones in here.
Inside me?
Being a warrior won't make you a great man if you are chained to anger and vengeance. Superstition and fear are chains too, and there are others. To be a great man, you have to break free of them all.
But how do I do that? I can't see inside me.
I can. And I see the heart of a great man, beloved. You'll find the way. Guidance will come. You'll see. No chains will hold